Hey guys, it's David here, and it's currently day 247. I hope you guys had a good day and are doing better than yesterday. But the time is currently 5:33. Now, yesterday I didn't have the best sleep. I was interrupted. I got up to use the toilet a couple of times, and that is because yesterday I had too much watermelon. And honestly, guys, this week I have been kind of inconsistent with my diet. Although I have been hitting the same amount of calories, the kind of food I've been eating have been kind of inconsistent. I have been eating a lot of fruits lately, so I have been eating that luxury life, which means I need to stay focused again. That means I need to stay focused on my diet so that I can have everything in control, everything consistent. That means that today is Wednesday. I don't have much to do, but definitely is a day full of opportunities. So let's get up now and let's not waste a single moment of the day and let's just get right into work. I'll see you guys in a bit.
It is currently 8:14, so I didn't record this morning because I decided to just go to the gym right away, and it was a good choice because I came back earlier. Now I'm ready to work, I'm full of energy, and I just want to get things done. And I guess that's the good thing, and that's why I love waking up early. It's not because I want to wake up before the sun. It's not because I like the morning. It's simply because the feeling of knowing that you got something done before people got up is the thing that you know that you had accomplished something before people had done something before you. And that justifies everything. That is enough for me to get up a little bit earlier than usual and get something done because I know that everybody has the same amount of time. But the only advantage that you may have against your competition is your willingness to stay more focused, is your willingness to create some time, whether that's through sacrifice or being more disciplined at doing what you do. Either way, there is something you could do about it to gain a competitive edge against your competition. Because not everybody is going to be willing to work just as hard as you do. Not everybody is willing to wake up just as early as you do, or stay up through the nights just as you do. They may stay up, they may go clubbing, they may go enjoy themselves, and this is when we have the competitive edge against them. Because we might just make the decision to stay at home, stay focused, and do what it is we have to do to put ourselves just one step forward, just one step forward in front of the others. And that over time will compound into a tremendous result that you will be so far ahead of your competition that they wonder, how was this possible? I was so ahead of him and now he's 10 miles ahead of me. And that's simply because you decided to make the wise choice to stay at home during weekends, to stay up late during the middays, and to wake up early every single day to just squeeze in that 30 minutes extra a day. And that means a lot. And I know at the moment, 30 minutes a day or staying up at night or missing out on fun time at night times on the weekend might not seem like a lot, and sometimes that sacrifice in the moment may feel like a lot. But the thing is, guys, that isn't going to be a massive sacrifice. What will be a massive sacrifice is your future, is you're letting yourself go, is letting your future squander away just because you want to indulge on the pleasures now. The clubs ain't going anywhere. The restaurants ain't going anywhere. The PS4, the PlayStation, the consoles ain't going anywhere. Year by year, they are only going to improve. But the thing is, if you don't improve yourself, then you're not going to keep up to date with those new distractions. You won't be able to afford to go to the clubs. You won't be able to afford to play the consoles. You won't be able to afford the lifestyle in the future. And this is also what I want to talk about today, guys, is why you are so tired of your lifestyle. That you are tired because of your lifestyle. And our lifestyle justifies whether we are feeling great or tired all the times. And here's the thing, guys. I used to be very tired of my lifestyle. Not just the way I live, but the way my lifestyle made me feel and the way I felt like I was not anybody. And it was just not a great feeling. And how changing lifestyle alone can result into tremendous change, not only with yourself, but the people around you. Because when you change your lifestyle, you don't have to worry about other people. They will see your change and they will follow your footsteps. And that is the contagious effect of discipline. That is the contagious effect of your willingness to be better, of your willingness to sacrifice your early mornings and to sacrifice your late night outs with your friends. Because changing your lifestyle is, and it may seem like a sacrifice, but that sacrifice is for the greater good. And whether you guys see it or not, it is up to you. But what I am saying right now is if you are tired of your lifestyle, or if you're tired of your life, then perhaps you should focus on your lifestyle. Because nothing else you change externally will fix your internal problem. Because what really roots upon us, that spreads out into the unhappiness of our feelings and about the world, is our lifestyle. Is what we choose to do every single day, is the choices we tend to make, whether we sacrifice them or not, whether we make the risk or not. Every single choice matters. So don't neglect every single small choice, because it's the small choices that ends up turning into big habits, those productive habits, the habits that are life changing. So join me today, guys, as we dive deeper into this topic and how exactly changing one's lifestyle and exactly how to change your lifestyle may impact your life forever. Not only for yourself, but you'll help the people around you, you'll help your family, you'll help your sisters and brothers, and you'll help your friends. And most importantly, if you manage to do that, maybe then you can influence the community. That being said, guys, I am going to start my first work block, and it's going to be absolutely amazing because it is only 8 o'clock, plenty of time. I had some food, didn't have carbs, protein, and fiber. I think I should be full of energy, so let's not waste any single moment and let's get this day started. I'll see you guys in a bit. It is currently 12:58, so just finished my first 4-hour work block, and it was a blast. But let's talk about why lifestyle really influences how tired or how motivated you feel. So, talking about myself first, I wasn't the person who had the best lifestyle. I was either always high on drugs or I was just too high that I don't remember what I did the day before. I used to be on junk food, no gym, porn addict, just the worst imbecile. Although some people may claim that my life was like pleasure, luxury, and sure, it had its fun, it had its peaks, and it had its lows, but certainly I wouldn't call that a good lifestyle. I would call that a degenerate lifestyle. And when I had that lifestyle, guys, it's not like I wasn't happy. I definitely sure enjoyed my times when I was high and out partying and stuff. But a part of me knew that this wasn't how you're supposed to live as a human. You're supposed to do something, you're supposed to have a purpose, you're supposed to just go out and create something for yourself. So I pretty much used all the distractions and the substances to fulfill that purpose, to fulfill that void. And although initially it feels good, but after a while it sucks your soul away, guys. All the substance abuse, all the late nights and nights I don't sleep, out partying, all those eventually catch up to you. And although they may be fun, although they may cost you no energy, although it may be something relaxing to do, but eventually that really sucks away every single energy you have in yourself. All the positive energy you have in yourself is gone because of that shit lifestyle. So having a bad lifestyle not only sucks away all the energy you have to create something for yourself, but it also leads down to a worse lifestyle eventually down the road. Because it doesn't stop there, guys. When you self-destruct, when you have something and you don't do anything about it, it compounds, it becomes worse. So you may be smoking weed the first day, and then the next day you may be doing crack. Right? Obviously, I don't consent you guys doing any of these or encourage you guys to do any of these, but it's just like an example, right? We don't just stop at the first level. We always try to seek more. Is this curiosity that eventually leads us into making more bad decisions? And the one we make after the other, we never know how much we'll like that one. So we may not be addicted to going to the clubs, or we may not be addicted to do bad things and harm ourselves, whether that's being lazy or just having a very bad lifestyle choice. But those choices lead down to more serious and more significant choices that eventually we may not be able to pull ourselves away from. We may become an addict. We may become an addict of our own self-destruction. We may be sucked in to everything else that is not supposed to be. All that is doing to us is sucking away our life force, our energy to find something meaningful to do, to perhaps break free from this destructive cycle of a bad lifestyle. So, talking about bad lifestyles, I am the first one to raise my hand and say I had the totally shittest lifestyle when I was a teenager, going through high school, going through the end of high school. It was the worst. I was on pills every day, just high as shit, dealing drugs, just total a horrible lifestyle. And and my body responded to that. I was not looking the best. I was looking pale all the time. I had no energy. My mind is all fuzzy. I didn't take care of myself. So my body and my mind was reciprocating what I was treating my body and mind as. So when I was putting bad stuff into my body, of course my body's going to function like shit. If I eat a lot of junk food the day before, I'm gonna function like shit. If I smoked a couple of drugs before, then I'm gonna feel like shit. So the things we do to ourselves is going to be reflected by our actions, our behaviors, and just how we appear to everyone else. So having this bad lifestyle damages us on how we function to a day-to-day level. So if you are tired, if you always feel drained, always have no energy, then perhaps it is your lifestyle that is playing a significant role to that reason. Perhaps it's your lifestyle and some unsmart lifestyle choices you have been making on the weekends and the weeknights, perhaps staying up at night, perhaps going out clubbing when you're not supposed to. All these choices has a consequence. Of course, doing it once every while is fine. But then again, that is a false way to see the world, as I believe. People say it's alright if you just drink every now and then, if you just go out every now and then, it's fine. But then they don't view that as the same consequence if you were to do drugs every now and then, or perhaps go do some antisocial acts every now and then, like beat up some guy on the street. Like, they don't count that as a one off or whatever, right? People choose to value the consequence of your actions because of what society depicts it. I don't agree with that, guys. I think everything that we know is going to harm us should be treated as a vice we should never endure. And of course, I'm saying this like an absolute hypocrite because I have perhaps done majority of them, but based from experience, it is what I'm trying to convey to you guys. That every single bad decision we make, no matter how significant or insignificant, they play a role into our lifestyle. They play a role into how we then feel the day after or how we feel in the present. So this is why lifestyle can make you feel tired, can make you feel unmotivated, and can beat even the most productive person down to the ground. Because it is so subtle. It is something we just make a choice unconsciously because we don't care too much about it. Because everybody around us said it's fine to take a sip or said it's fine to smoke a joint because it's legalized now. It's not the matter of whether it's right or wrong based on what other people think. It is based on what you know is right to be wrong. So if it is wrong, and if you know it's wrong, then simply don't do it. Try and find something better to do. There's so much more things better to do in life that is more rewarding than any single instant gratification in the world. Based on my experience, anything that you fight for is going to reward you, is going to give you that fulfillment, that purpose of achieving that fulfillment, That feeling, nothing can substitute that. No amount of drugs, no amount of woman, no amount of fun is going to fulfill that void for you. To feel that void, to feel the meaning of life, you have to go do something that people are not willing to do. You have to go put yourself in the fire and create something for yourself to find your purpose and go fight for it. Because when you do that, life will reward you with nothing that the people can give you right now. But that being said, guys, I am going to have some food now. And I do have to go pick up my sister today because she does have school and I'm the only one who's unemployed in the household. So I have to take on that responsibility. But that being said, I think before I leave, I'll probably read some books. If not, I'll just get ready and just go out. But when I come back, I'll catch up with you guys. So I'll see you guys in a bit. So guys, it is about that time, 6:53. And today I would say that I have been focused for the start of the day, right? The first work block, 4 hours, easy. Well, not quite easy. It was a bit stressful, but I managed to overcome it. And then I had lunch, and then I was kind of waiting out to pick up my sister, but turned out my dad could sweep by and pick her up, so I didn't do that. And for the second work block, I didn't really do any work. I was more job seeking because I do need a job now, and I spent quite a lot of time on that, to be honest. Like 3 hours job seeking. I don't know, guys. To me, that's a very ineffective way to use my time. And I know that is only because I don't view that as a part of my goals, right? I don't see that spending times towards job seeking will put me towards my goals. And I do believe if I make that transition, that if I do want to get a job, that if I'm out here to get a job, then of course, spending 3 hours on job seeking will be relatively a very productive way to use my time. And I guess this is why it matters what it is that it is your goal and what is it that you prioritize. Because what I do every single day may be in the eyes of someone else a total waste of time. Like, why would you be here making videos when you had no views? Why would you be here coding when you aren't even in uni? Like, you should just go to uni, you should do this and that, and you should get a job. Right? A lot of people had said this to me a lot of times. But the thing is, all of us have different priorities. All of us are living in a different paradigm. Thus, we see things differently and we act differently according to what we see. And the people who are living in a different paradigm, on a different reality, will never understand what we see, nor will they do what we do. And that is the thing, guys. Not everybody is willing to understand you. And no matter how much you persuade them, no matter how much you try to convince them, if you don't have something there for them to see, for them to touch, for them to feel, then there's absolutely a very small chance, an unlikely chance, that they will believe you. So what I'm trying to say is, don't go into the world thinking and hoping that people will just believe you and understand you and then hope to support you in this entrepreneur journey, in this journey of self-improvement. Don't hope for people to believe you. Just hope that you can hold on to this belief yourself. Right? I stopped hoping for my parents to believe me for a long time now. Before, I used to hope that maybe they just believe me, then I could be more successful. But that's just total BS, right? That is an excuse I tell myself. Right now, I don't hope that they believe me. I just hope they don't kick me out as soon as possible, right? That is the only thing I'm blessed for, right? Like, I'm not trying to wish that they can support me. I just wish I could stay in this household a little bit longer. So, to live life with less stress and less fatigue is to first make this paradigm shift in your own mind that people are just going to be as they are and you just have to change them, or you just have to try persuade their belief and maybe let them realize what you see by working, by proving them wrong, by working to what you believe in so that you can make your dream into a reality, something you can touch, and that will be something more persuasive to convey to other people instead of just like a belief, a dream, just words with no meaning. Because words are cheap, guys. Every single person has a dream.
Every single person has words they believe and they try to bullshit you and saying that they're gonna change the world and do this. Fine by me. Prove me wrong. If you're going to say that, prove me wrong. I'm all ears and I'll be here. So let me see what you believe and show me how you are working towards your goals. But that being said, I'm going to have some food now. And after that, I'll be back here and I'll finishing off another 1 or 2 hours of coding because that is what I want to do today. And that is the bare minimum for my standard now. So I hope you guys had learned something from this. But if not, like always, I'll be here for you guys tomorrow. But until then, good night.